Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera. Okay, so in this video we'll discuss about tutorial chapter per unit system. Okay, so look at to the exercise 7. Okay, the one line diagram of a power system is as shown in figure 15. Okay, figure 15. Okay, so the transformer reactance is 20% on a base of 100 MVA. Okay, and 23/115 kilovolt. Okay, this is the transformer rating. Okay, so it means that our xt equal to 0.2. Okay, xt equal to 0.2. Okay, and the line impedance, okay, this is a line impedance z is given. Okay, 66.1 to 5 ohms. Okay, the load at bus 2, okay, S2 is given, P plus JQ, this is a P plus JQ, okay, then, and at the bus 3, load at the bus 3, S3 is given, okay, P equal to 0 plus JQ MVAR, okay. It is required to hold the voltage at the bus 3, okay, to maintain the voltage at the bus 3 equal to 115 kilovolt, okay, V3 equal to 115 kilovolt. Okay, working in the per unit system, determine the voltage at the buses 2 and 1. Okay, you need to determine what is the value of the V1 and V2, okay, based on the per unit analysis. Okay, so first of all, what you need to do, you need to determine all the base value for the voltage and apparent power. Okay, so S base, okay, S base equal to 100 for this system, and the V base, okay, look at the V1, okay, V base 1 equal to 23 kilovolt at the primary of the transformer, primary side of the transformer. Okay, V base, okay, at the secondary of the transformer, we call it VB2 equal to 115 kilovolt. Okay, this voltage, okay, voltage at the bus 2 and the bus 3, the base voltage of the bus 2 and bus 3, okay, equal to 115 kilovolt. Okay, so the question is how to determine Z base for the transmission line. Z base for the transmission line. Okay, we know that Z base equal to V base square divided by S base. Okay, V base square equal to 115 kilovolt square divided by S base equal to 100 megavolt ampere. So this is the value of the Z base, 132.25 ohms. Okay. Okay. So once you got Z base, you can determine ZPU of the transmission line. Okay, which is equal to J66.125 divided by Z base equal to 132 point, this point, 0.25. So you got J 0.5 per unit. Okay, so J, okay, this is ZPU of the transmission line equal to J 0.5 per unit. Okay, so next you need to determine the voltage. Okay, V3 as a reference in the per unit. So V3 equal to V actual divided by Z base. Okay, in this case V base, okay, V base equal to 115. Okay, we already decide V base equal to 115. So V actual divided by V base equal to 1.0 angle 0 per unit. Okay, then you need to convert S2, okay, in per unit value. We know that S per unit equal to, okay, complex power per unit equal to, okay, complex power, actual value of the complex power divided by base apparent power. Okay, in this case, base apparent power equal to 100. Okay, equal to 100. Okay, so you can determine S2 per unit, okay, divided by 100 MVA. Similarly to S3, we can determine S3 per unit, okay, this one divided by 100 MVA. Okay, so you have all the information in per unit value. Next, you can determine current. Okay, in order to determine V2, okay, by applying Kirchhoff voltage law, okay, first of all, you need the information of current. Okay, you can get information of current from S3 because we have V3 and then we have S3, so we know that S equal to VI conjugate, so I3 equal to S3 conjugate divided by V3 conjugate. Okay, we have S3, okay, conjugate, and then divided by V3 conjugate. So you can get I3. So from the circuit, it shows that I12 in series with I3. Okay, from the circuit, I12 in series with I3. So you have a V3, you have a I3, you have a ZL or XL. You can determine V2. Okay, so from the Kirchhoff voltage law, V2 equal to V2 equal to I2 times ZL plus V3. Okay, I12 times ZL plus V3. Okay, so we have a V3, we have a ZL, and then we have a I3. So you can solve for V2. So you can get V2 in per unit, 1.1 angle 0 per unit. Okay, so how to convert this value to the actual value? Okay, therefore the line to line voltage at the bus 2, okay, line to line voltage at the bus 2 equal to 1.1 per unit. So you can convert to the actual value, because we know that V actual equal to V per unit times V base. In this case, our V base equal to 115 kilovolt. Okay, this one 115 kilovolt. So 115 kilovolt times 1.1. Then you can get the value of the actual value of V2. Okay. Okay, now you already calculate V2. Next, you need to determine V1. Okay, so how to determine V1? You can apply Kirchhoff voltage law. Okay, V1 equal to I2 times Z transformer in per unit plus V2. Okay, now you need the information of current I2. So you can determine I2, because we know that we have information of V and S. So from S equal to VI conjugate, so you can determine current I2. I2 equal to S2 conjugate divided by V2 conjugate. Okay, in per unit. Okay, S2 conjugate, this is a S2 conjugate, positive become negative, divided by V2 conjugate, this one is V2 conjugate, and then you can get I2, okay, in per unit. Once you got I2 in per unit, so you can solve this, you can solve for V1 by using KVL. Okay, V1 equal to V2 plus I2Z, Z transformer, ZT. Okay, we have a V2, we have a I2, we have this one I2, and then we have a Z2. Okay, what is the value of Z2? Z2 equal to 0.2 per unit. So you can get V1 in per unit. Okay, then you can convert to the actual value by using, because we know that V actual equal to VPU times V base. Okay, in this case our base equal to 23 kilovolt at the primary side of the transformer, V base 1 we call it. Okay, V base 1. Okay, because V1 basically based on VB1. Okay, 23 kilovolt. So V1, the actual value of V1, 23 kilovolt times 1.2 per unit. So you can get the actual value of V1. So I think that's all for this tutorial. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.